नमस्कार साथियों, very good morning. Yesterday there was a event where top people in the government appeared and discussed various security matters. I heard DRDO chief Dr. Samir Kamath saying two important things. Of course, he said whatever he said was everything was important, but I particularly like two things. One thing was about the Agni 6 missile. When ANI correspondent Ajit Dubey asked him about the Agni 6, well, the reply was as expected. But nevertheless, raising this question on this forum, it was music to my ears. The other part was about the missile which showed its worth during Operation Sindhu, the BrahMos, reducing the cost of BrahMos. Of course, the way world is moving today, nobody is enemy and nobody is friend. There are in any case, no permanent friendships or you can say enmity in diplomacy. But the third aspect, which was not discussed on this forum, was about the Great Nicobar Islands. There is a proposal to develop the Great Nicobar Island, which is almost of the size of Singapore, where I am standing today, and also the Little Andaman, which is again more or less of the same size as Singapore. So we have two Singapores in our country waiting to be developed. And the unfortunate part was when a top leader of opposition party, the party which was founded by Britishers in 1885, I need not tell you why the foreigners, the rulers, the colonial marauders will form a political party to fight against them. I have no parallel example across the globe. But nevertheless, he is an important leader, and he said, I appreciate his concern for environment, but I would have appreciated had this party discussed about the environmental impact of converting huge lands across the length and breadth of the country into concrete jungles. Don't go far away in near capital itself. Gurgaon was developed in 70s and 80s. Prime land, the highly productive agricultural land. And the people of Haryana have been very dexterous and very laborious. They were producing agricultural products from that land, and it was converted into, everybody knows what it is today. It's nothing but a concrete jungle. So a person belonging to that particular, you can say, political party, and now trying to, I don't know whether he is trying to gain a political mileage when he is talking of environment, or which environment he is talking, can't say. Now coming back to the Agni, well, that when I heard that question being raised and the DRDO chief responding to it by saying that yes, we can do it, when the government asks, when the political leadership asks, we can do it. It reminded me of the historic day, 19th April 2012, when India had launched Agni 5. And at that time, the then DRDO chief, Dr. Vijay Kumar Saraswat, had stated the same thing. Rather, he had gone ahead by saying that, yes, with the launch of Agni 5 missile, the country has now the capability to produce any kind of missile. Long range, short range, whatever it is. And he also stated that this missile gives us capability to not only make a strategic missile of this category, of any range, but also anti-satellite weapon systems, or you can say the satellite on demand launch system, Well, he also said that yes, if the political go-ahead comes, we can go ahead and develop in a reasonable time. So now let us see what our government decides. It is my personal opinion that there is a strong need for going beyond Agni 5, beyond the announced range of more than 5,000 kilometers. Let's not forget, till date there has been only one nuclear attack in the history of the world, and that was by the United States of America on Japan, a country which did not have, and even now it doesn't have a nuclear weapon. So tomorrow who is going to turn against us? We don't know. Imagine the scenario had Japan had at that time a nuclear weapon, America would not have dared to attack. Similarly, just recall 1971 war with Pakistan. Bangladesh was created and the United States of America had sent their 7th fleet to threaten us. So, I strongly feel there is a need to make any corner of the world accessible to our deterrence. What we carry with them is our choice. As Dr. Kalam has said that yes, this missile can carry nuclear bombs, it can also carry a bouquet of flowers. So we are not against anybody, we are not in favor of war. We want development. But one thing has become very clear during the past 79 years since the transfer of power from the British colonial marauders to whomsoever they chose to rule the country. Well, it is important that we build our deterrence and make it work. Deterrence work by display of power and by a demonstrated political will to use the deterrence. Fortunately, today we have both. We have the technological capability, we have one of the best armies, navies and air force in the world, and we also have demonstrated the political will recently in the Operation Sindhu. See, what happens tomorrow is not predictable so easily. By the way, did anybody predict what will happen in Ukraine-US war or Ukraine-Russia war? Or for that matter, the recent Iran conflict lingering on for such a long time and affecting every country in the world, especially the developing countries like ours. So, it is important that we remain prepared for any eventuality. Iran is next door to us. I am not in favor of any particular country, whether or you can say any of these aggressors or the countries involved in this conflict. But I am concerned because my country is getting affected, one of the most affected countries. The supply chains are blocked. Hormuz Strait, what has happened, can happen to any other place. And the place where I am standing, you can see the whole kind of a, जिसे कहते हैं ना बारात, इन बड़े बड़े जहाज़ों की बारात देखिए. This is Singapore Strait, much narrower than the Hormuz Strait, carries much more trade from west to east and is also critical for India's trade as well. The Great Nicobar Island, when developed, and the Little Andaman Island too, which is now at the moment languishing in judicial processes by the people who don't want our country to progress. I have one simple question to ask. These islands were there with us for a long time. We did not even bother in those 79 years since the transfer of power. We did not even bother to properly measure the country's coastline. You pick up the older data, you will find the country's coastline is only 7,000 kilometers. Today we know it is more than 12,000 kilometers or maybe 11,000 kilometers. So we are sitting the little Andaman and the Great Nicobar is at one of the most strategic places in the world. It is crucial. The developing this, it should have been done in 1950s itself. But what would you expect? The government which allowed Pakistan to take away POK, the government which allowed China to occupy our land thousands and thousands of kilometers in 40s, 50s and 60s. Do you expect them to work for the country's strength? Anyway, I leave it to you. In my opinion, both Agni 6 with all kind of capabilities is essential for the country's security and economic development. So is little Andamans and Great Nicobar. And it is also important to reduce the cost of production of BrahMos because we don't know tomorrow how many such missiles we are going to actually need. So, my best wishes to our scientists, my countrymen, my people of the country. Let us hope good sense prevail. We work faster. We go ahead with the development of Agni 6 and tell the world that yes, we are here. And more, one thing more before I go. BrahMos has been a tactical weapon. Agni 5, 6, the Agni series is considered as a strategic weapon. As I said earlier, as Dr. Kalam said, what we carry is our choice. World has changed. We have to develop capability to carry even the conventional weapons to any part of the world. Yes, any part, any corner of the world. Let's hope things better improve. We have the capability. Yes, we can do it.